A friend of mine the other day sent me a text, a thank you text, and I chuckled. No, it wasn't because it was funny, nor was it because it was something new. But in that moment, I realized it was because I was used to it. And this has been normal for me most of my life. It's funny because I never told people like what to do. I just simply put a mirror in front of them and show them a little more of a clear version of who they are. Hi, I'm Jade, and I've been teaching personal development and public speaking since 2014. And today I'm going to talk to you all about ways in showing up more confidently and being authentically yourself. It was growing up living this double identity lifestyle where I grew into learning the actions that it took to be confident, to be who I am today. People are like, oh my goodness, Jade, how do you get to be who you are to this day? And I never realized that it was actually steps that I took internally to get to where I was. Because at the end of the day, you aren't born with confidence. You learn the steps that it takes to become confident, whether that be the step to being confident in competing in a sport, or the confidence to apply to a job, or the confidence it takes to lead a group, to show up on camera, whatever it is, confident enough to drive a car. There's steps before you feel fully confident. And it's those steps intertwined in your day-to-day that you haven't even realized that you've already taken. In a matter of putting a mirror in front of you is when you realize, oh, I am confident. I do have the steps that it takes to do this. For me, I don't really drink. And growing up, if my friends were to have asked me, do you want to go to the bar and hang out? I'm like, I could easily be like, I don't do that. I don't want to hang out. I don't want to go to the bar. Rather, embracing who you are and knowing where those things stem from and understanding that this doesn't define the friendship, but how can you serve in a way that isn't coming off as difficult, but more so showing them authentically who you are and still being a good friend. In those moments when I was asked to hang out at a bar, I would say instead, I love a place that has good food. I'm just a foodie in general, and I love a good happy hour. So how about I find a couple places that has a little bit of both, and we all can have a good time. And showing up, being self-aware, embracing who you are, isn't, again, being difficult, but it's actually serving a purpose. You're saving everyone's time and energy, and you're showing up understanding that these people like you for who you are. Growing up, my family even would be like, Jade, what is it that you want to do? What do you want to eat? And because I never wanted to be, a burden, and maybe culturally you just grow up thinking, oh, you just have to be easy to be around, then you forget, you neglect who you are. And I'm not trying to say that that's the reason why. I don't really know why. I was just a people pleaser. To this day, I still am. We all have a little bit of something in us that we're constantly working on. And that's a big part of me that I'm always working on, is how to be as genuine as possible when I show up to my family and friends. And so growing up, they would always ask me, what is it that you want to do? What is it that you want to see? And I would always say, whatever it is that you want. I'm sure we've all been there. I'm sure we've all wanted to just be easy and not care. And I've seen that trickle down to the younger generation, even to my niece, right? We hang out so much. She's like my little sister to me. I would always grow up getting frustrated, helping her, trying to find her voice. And in those moments, I realized the importance of speaking up for yourself, right? I knew that there were some things that I wanted to do that she didn't want to do, but she simply just wanted to be around and have a good time and be easy. But I wanted to encourage her that her voice matters too. And so now this little quiet gal is no longer quiet. I just feel so proud that I've been able to learn how to speak up for the things that, maybe I don't really want to do anymore. And I'm not perfect at it, but I'm still trying. So that's a big part of why I've gotten to where I'm at now. Another thing that I encourage people to do is making it a slow and easy progress. It's not something that you're going to just flip the lights on to be like, Tomorrow, I'm just going to be a whole different person. I'm going to walk into every room and feel like every opportunity is going to fall in my lap. I never really say that opportunities fall in your lap. I always believe that the opportunities that I've gotten to experience are all opportunities that I was more than ready and prepared for, even if it didn't feel like it. I knew internally that I've got this based on all the things that I've, come across, the many different walks of life, the many different paths of industries, right? From going from healthcare to the creative fields to entrepreneurship. There's something that you've done in the past that makes you ready for where you are currently. And if not, you can strive for it. So if you want to try something new today, or this week, or this month, even if it's a simple, pick of an outfit, or as small as picking out an ice cream flavor, give yourself that time to actually decide what flavor ice cream, what color shirt you want to wear, and not having to ask for permission or think of what someone else wants for you. Ask yourself, what do I want? And slow steps like that definitely have helped me be able to, be where I am currently. And knowing that every opportunity that will come your way, you will be ready for it. You just have to be mindful of all the little things going on around you and understanding and being self-aware that you've had a lot of experience, whether or not you know it. You have to draw the parallels from all the different industries, from all the different experiences. Try something new in the next week, in the next month, the beginning of March. So let's march into something new. You've got this.